Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I was going to start with a little recap of the inauguration, but I think we've covered that pretty well. It was the most watched inaugural. It's unquestionable. I think when it comes to the president making promises to the American people and keeping them, he's got a pretty high record of doing it. How you use the game of golf is something that he's talked about. The president has no personal financial dealings with Russia. Even General Flynn was a volunteer of the campaign. And then obviously there's been this discussion of Paul Manafort, who played a very limited role for a very limited amount of time. I think there's a huge appetite for tax reform. And we talked about wiretapping. He meant surveillance. We're not going to leave it in place because we're going to repeal and replace it tomorrow. There's Plan A and Plan A. We're going to get this done. You look, we didn't use chemical weapons in World War II. You know, you had someone as despicable as Hitler, who didn't even sink to using chemical weapons. If you brought him into the Holocaust Center, I understand that. I'll just leave it at that for now.